Imagine a place where the knowledge of the entire ancient world, science, philosophy, medicine, astronomy, was kept in one building. Now imagine it vanished in fire, twice. Welcome to the story of the Library of Alexandria, the most famous ancient library that no longer exists. It all began in Egypt around 300 BCE, a time when the world was brimming with untapped knowledge and uncharted territories. When Ptolemy I, a successor of Alexander the Great, took the reins of this burgeoning empire, Ptolemy was not just a ruler, he was a visionary, a man with a grand plan. He set out to make Alexandria the cultural capital of the world, a beacon of knowledge and learning. Alexandria was to be more than just a city. It was to be a symbol of human achievement and intellectual prowess. His vision? To collect every book, every scroll, every piece of written wisdom from across the known world. The idea was revolutionary, a quest to gather the entirety of human knowledge in one place. Scholars from all corners of the earth were invited to contribute to this grand repository. They scoured distant lands, seeking out rare texts and precious manuscripts. The Library of Alexandria was born, a monumental endeavor that would influence generations to come. Scholars believe over 400,000 scrolls were stored there, works by Homer, Plato, Archimedes, even ancient texts from India and Mesopotamia. Then came the fire. It was a blaze that would change history forever, a conflagration that consumed everything in its path, leaving nothing but ashes and memories of what once was. In 48 BCE, Julius Caesar laid siege to Alexandria. The city was a jewel of the ancient world, a hub of culture and knowledge. But Caesar's military ambitions knew no bounds. To block Egyptian ships, he set fire to his own fleet. That fire spread rapidly, fueled by the wooden ships and the dry conditions of the port city. The flames leapt from vessel to vessel, turning the harbor into an inferno, and many believe it reached the library. The great Library of Alexandria, a repository of the world's knowledge, was not spared. Scrolls and manuscripts containing centuries of wisdom were reduced to cinders. The loss was immeasurable, a blow to human knowledge that would be felt for millennia. But was that the end? Some historians argue only part of the collection was lost, and that the true destruction happened centuries later. By the 4th century CE, the library, or what's left of it, may have been destroyed by Christian zealots during religious conflicts. These conflicts were part of a larger struggle between the old pagan traditions and the rising tide of Christianity. The zealots, in their fervor to eradicate what they considered pagan knowledge, might have set fire to the scrolls and manuscripts, leading to an irreparable loss of ancient wisdom. The library, once a beacon of knowledge and learning, became a battleground for ideological supremacy. The destruction was not just physical but symbolic, representing the end of an era and the beginning of a new religious order. Another theory? It was closed under Muslim rule in the 7th century. During this period, the Islamic world was experiencing a golden age of science and culture. Muslim scholars might have repurposed the library's resources, integrating its knowledge into their own burgeoning intellectual traditions. The closure of the library could have been a strategic move to consolidate knowledge and control over educational institutions. This era saw the rise of many great Islamic libraries and centers of learning, which continued the legacy of preserving and expanding human knowledge. But again, we're not sure. The true fate of the library remains shrouded in mystery, with historians and scholars debating its end for centuries. Each theory offers a glimpse into the turbulent times and the complex interplay of religion, politics, and knowledge. The library's story, whether lost to flames or transformed under new rule, continues to captivate our imagination and reminds us of the fragile nature of human achievement. The tragedy is not just that the library was destroyed, it's what humanity lost. Entire ancient treatises on science, medicine, and the cosmos, gone forever. So, who really burned the Library of Alexandria? Was it Caesar, zealots, or time itself? Maybe we'll never know, but its loss still echoes across history.